Well, this is almost as good a test as my diabetes test strip. Yeah. Yes, we're testing the viability of this as a location for my next movie. So, have you been keeping up on the health news? Well, one is, for all you diabetics out there, Avandia, the makers of the diabetes drug Avandia, they're getting sued. I guess it killed too many people or something. I guess it just wasn't. We have got the worst healthcare system in the world. People, oh, America, I live in America. It's the greatest nation on the face of the earth. Now, come on, quit kidding yourself. You live in the worst nation, the worst. It's the worst place to live. I think, if you want to be happy, move to Somalia. Yeah, move to Somalia, Mr. Libertarian man. Move to Somalia, Mr. Right-wing conservative goofball. Wacko wingnut. Move to Somalia where you can have, for your Ayn Rand, Milton Friedman paradise, libertarian paradise. No government. Or Gaza. Move to Gaza, no government. You can do whatever you like. You can open up a bone store. Sell bones. Be a engage in free enterprise without any intervention, except for an occasional Scud missile. Oh, humans. So anyway, this whole thing with Avandia. Remember those Avandia commercials? I mean, I don't. Do you? The Avandia diabetes. Did you know that it used to be the cure for diabetes was I got the hiccups. I'm drinking too much coffee. Cure for diabetes was quit eating sugar. Wow, cheap and easy. Real cheap cure for diabetes. Just knock off the sugar. Sugar daddy. Sugar baby. Bottle-fed babies. You knock off the sugar, and get a grip on it. Natural cure, you eat cinnamon. Take some cinnamon. Put it on your toast. Lots of sugar. Bitter melon. You take the bitter melon. That'll cure you. That'll cure what ails you. Or Epsom salts. Take a dose. Hey, I found a pen. A pen. See, nobody sat in this chair for a long time. I'm sitting here in an abandoned bedroom. On Thanksgiving Day. I should be telling everybody what I'm thankful for. See, what am I thankful for? I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful that my parents are still alive. I'm thankful that my wife's still alive. I'm thankful that I'm still alive. I'm thankful for my kids, all of them. I've kind of lost count of how many I got now. But I live in paradise. I mean, paradise wouldn't be paradise if it didn't have a few problems, now would it? Like diabetes. Everybody's got diabetes now. All this corn syrup. So anyway, there is a pretty good cure for it that I think I found. Now, this isn't medical advice, mind you. If you need medical advice, go to a medical doctor. I'm just telling you what I found out. That's basically you don't need with a prescription. There's an old homeopathic remedy called Sacchrum officinalis, and I came across this in Clark. There's an old medical doctor back around the turn of the century, and he has a pretty extensive repertory or a reference work, Materia Medica. And Clark talks about officinalis. It's the Sacchrum officinalis, or sometimes it's called Sacchrum album, which is a homeopathic extract, if you want to put it that way, of white sugar. sugar. So if you got the sugar, you got the sugar diabetes, then this is for you. And he talks about a dose of Sacchrum officinalis 30C, curing people of diabetes. It helps knock off the craving, but also makes you kind of immune to it, kind of an immunity to sugar, which is typical of the action of homeopathics. It would suggest that, and I haven't really tried this too much with anybody. I mean, it's not as if I have, everybody knocking down my... Yes?
Dinner's ready.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Dinner's ready. And Thanksgiving, we're having spaghetti and meatballs for dinner. All that carbohydrates and sugar. So anyway, that's something to consider. Sacchrum officinalis, if you got the diabetes, take that plus your constitutional, which I think for a lot of people that have diabetes, the constitutional remedy is a sulfur. But I wouldn't suggest that. I wouldn't suggest that to anybody until their case until they've repertorized the case. Make sure that fits your totality of symptoms. Another thing that's associated with diabetes is milk. So there's some remedies for milk. You're craving a milk, being over milked, you're drinking too much milk, which is vaccinium, and specifically, actually, there's several vacciniums. Vaccinium comes from the word vaca, which means cow. See, and lac means milk. Milk cow. It's a homeopathic remedy made from milk. Lac vaccinium defloratum, which is from skim milk. If there's cramps involved, and then there's lac vaccinium flock, which is curdled milk. And you can have it can cause quite a reaction, getting all that milk out of your system. All that curdled milk that builds up. You see, you're listening to somebody expound here on a very comprehensive, traditional medical system. And it just is enough to drive these guys that market things like Avandia. It's enough to drive them nuts. See, because it's real cheap. It's very accessible. You can order this stuff, through the mail from any number of homeopathic pharmacies, and voila. But everybody should probably one time or another get a dose of sulfur, homeopathic sulfur. Don't go out and eat sulfur, or start eating match heads or something. Go find a competent homeopath. Go find a homeopath and get a workup done. And I think it could extend your life. Could well extend your life another 10 years. Rockefeller was an avid user of homeopathy. Really believed it. John D. Rockefeller, the world's richest man, the richest man to have ever lived. If Rockefeller was alive today, he'd be worth the money he made would be worth $600 billion. He was, pushing a trillion there. Pushing it in today's money. See? He was an avid user of homeopathy. Died at the age of 97. 97, with his homeopath at his side, probably apologizing profusely for giving him the wrong remedy. Sorry, Mr. Rockefeller, please don't fire me. Rockefeller made homeopathy available to all the employees of Standard Oil. You see. But ironically, a lot of his money, which he had earmarked for development of homeopathy, ended up, due to Franklin Gates, his 501c3 advisor, his charitable, gift giver, guy. He was a Baptist. They were Rockefeller was a Baptist, a homeopathic Baptist. So well, that money never made it to homeopathy because of Gates, Franklin Gates. Instead, it went for patent medicine and went for medicine that made money. Homeopathic manufacturers don't make all very much money. Boiron is the only company that's traded over the internet, publicly traded company that I know of. And it's minuscule compared to Standard Oil. Or, GlaxoSmithKline or Pfizer. Who else was a big user of homeopathy? It was Mark Twain. Mahatma Gandhi. Do you know the first Nobel Prize was awarded to, the first Nobel Prize for medicine was awarded to the guy that discovered the diphtheria antitoxin. And after he got the prize, he said, guess what? It's all, I owe it all to homeopathy. He was doing research on high dilutes as using homeopathy, and because the principles in homeopathic medicine, he was led to the use of the diphtheria antitoxin, and he said that basically all of the immunological actions go back to homeopathic principles. I'm not quoting him directly, of course, but that's what it is. So, there's a long history of this stuff. It just gets overwhelmed and buried by all this money, all these money-making schemes with patent medicine. These dangerous patent medicines like Avandia, that weren't properly tested, weren't, pushed onto the market, pushed on a lot of victims like you. You're the victim. You're the victim here. You don't even know that how you've been victimized by modern medicine. I mean, it's constantly coming up with this crap. I mean, just today there's some guy over in Bend, Oregon, some oncologist who has said that women are getting too many of these mammograms. It's enough. Just the radiation from all these mammograms are enough to give you breast cancer in itself. And we're overdiagnosing, and as always, overdosing people, treating people for things they don't even have. So, I really strongly urge you, and I'm not making any money off of this. It's no commercial for me, but I strongly urge people I'm just doing this for the good of humanity. I know, I'll be crucified for that. I'll go up on a crossbeam or something for it. But I urge you, if you've got a problem, you want a solution, check out homeopathy.